What's the word, Harrisburg? I am your host, Gina Johnson Roberson, and I am so glad to be back. Today, we have someone who has answered all of our prayers. Today, I'm going to give you the best of the best. Today, we're going to talk about car repairs. How about that? And today, my guest over here to my right, probably your left, is Jeff from Good Karma Garage. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, tell this wonderful audience of ours what Good Karma Garage is and how to get started.
Absolutely. We are a nonprofit garage. We provide no costs auto repair for folks to get their car into compliance with the Pennsylvania Safety Inspection Program.
Okay, so hold up, back up. This is free?
It's free for financially needy folks. Yeah, we have a qualification process that we go
Okay.
through.
Because
And
I was coming today. Okay, so go ahead.
yeah, so what we do is we have the folks come in and whatever their car needs to get it through inspection, we provide that for them. We get the parts for them. We actually do the work on the car. And we have them, they only pay for the inspection. And our inspection fee right now is $60 for the emissions and the safety inspection. If it needs brakes, tires, whatever, we cover that cost for them. It's, everybody's had the experience of putting their car in for inspection, and then you get the call saying you need $1,000 worth of work. And,
Yeah.
and there's folks that are struggling that just can't do that. So they've got to figure out if they want to put food on their table or if they want to put money into their car. So rather than having them drive in an unsafe car illegally out there, we're trying to provide this service to help make up that gap.
Now, who came up with this idea?
It's something I've been thinking about for a while, and I guess the impetus of it came from one of my wife's friends that she worked with, and she was in that exact situation. She was, elderly lady, fixed income, and she got $1,000 bill, which she didn't have. She was at work crying one day, and
Yeah.
my wife talked to her and asked, could I help her out? And I did. We got her car ready to go for, pennies on the dollar because
Yeah.
my labor's free for me, and
Yeah.
I get discounted parts. So then I started thinking there's probably a lot of other people in that exact same situation. So, like I said, that was a couple years ago that we were doing that, and I've gotten to a point where I have extra time on my hands. Kids are out of the house, so I'm looking for a
Empty
hobby.
nester.
So this is something that I can do, and we've just finished up our first year. We've been, I think, very successful because I'm still working full time,
Oh,
so I do this on the side.
okay. So now you say it's free, you have to qualify for it, and they pay, so you supply the parts, whatever parts that they need?
Correct.
And they just have to pay for the inspection.
Just the inspection, right?
That is very, very. So how long you been? I never heard of this. I never heard of this Good Karma
We
Garage.
just finished our first year. We started in October. Our first customer came through in October last year. So, and again, I'm just doing this part-time on, weekends and nights. Over the first year of our operation, we helped 84 families, got 84 cars through. We did almost $25,000 worth of parts that we provided, and the labor that we provided would have cost our customers over $34,000.
Wow.
So, I think we've done pretty well. We've helped a lot of folks, and there certainly are a lot of people whose cars are much better off because of where we were.
So now you know the city provides money to nonprofits
Yes.
through our CDBG funding.
I just found that out the other day, so we are
Okay.
going to be applying for that as
Okay,
soon as
very
we can.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, so what else? What else do you need? What else is really needed for this
Right
nonprofit?
now, we're working out of a residential garage.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to find now is a commercial garage space,
Mm-hmm.
because at this point, everything we do is really by appointment. I don't have, you can't just come by and say, hey, can you look at my car quick? Because I get a lot of those calls. My
Yeah.
car's making a funny noise, check engine light's on, this, that, the other thing. So I have to make an appointment with those folks to go down. Having a commercial garage, I would welcome those people to just drive by and say, hey, can you look at this real quick?
Yeah.
Because it's real easy to plug the computer into the car and find
Okay.
out if there's a real problem or if it's just something we can
Yeah.
work on later. But that's our biggest need right now. We've gotten some grant money to help with the parts. All of our labor is free. We don't pay any of our technicians. They're all volunteers.
Yeah, okay.
So that helps quite a bit. But the commercial storefront is our biggest need right now.
So are you in the city of Harrisburg currently?
We are, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And you want to stay in the city, correct?
I do, yeah. That's where
Okay.
our most of our clientele comes from. I'm currently working with several churches in the Allison Hill area.
Okay.
We've partnered with, so they send me customers. We've
Okay.
partnered with several social services organizations that focus on women's needs, the YWCA and Catholic Charities
Oh, okay.
we're working with, and also the veterans group, which, I wish there wasn't quite a need in the veterans group, but there certainly is.
It is.
And we've gotten plugged in. The YWCA they have a fantastic veterans program in
Okay.
Harrisburg. So they've sent us a number of people. The VA have sent us a number of people. And talking with the mayor last week, she introduced me to another organization that's here in the city that helps vets. So I'm now trying to reach out to them and see if we can
Okay.
help those folks out as well.
Oh, good. So it sounds like your hands is going to be full in the upcoming weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah. We had a good meeting with the mayor, and she turned me on in a couple of different directions that we can go with some things. So probably the end of the year is going to be very busy. Once we get into the commercial garage space, which I hope to do first quarter of next year, if not
Okay.
sooner, I think things will, I don't know if they'll slow down or not, because at that point, we may be able to service more customers. So.
Once the people out in the community realize from what's the word Harrisburg that they have a good karma garage in the city,
Yeah.
you're going to be busy.
Good.
But
Good. That's what we
explain
want.
to me what the process is. I know
So
you
right
said-
now, what I have people do, like I mentioned earlier, we're by appointment, so we don't have regular office hours. So if you go to our website, which is goodkarmagarage.com, there's a contact button on there, and
Okay.
if they fill that out, that will come to us, and I'll send the application back. Once I get that, what I'd like to do is go meet with the people, find out what the car needs, what kind of work it needs, and all that. Then we can collect the parts and make an appointment to get the work done. So it's a little bit longer process than if you just take it to the shop and they
Yeah,
do everything
yeah.
that same day. But, for me to keep the costs down, I have to buy
Yeah.
mail order parts, and I have to look for bargains on that kind of stuff. Some of those parts aren't readily available. So by having that little delay in the work, it saves us money, and we're able to pass that on to the customers who, again, are just paying for the inspection.
So is anyone turned away?
I don't turn anybody away, but how much of the bill we subsidize is the question.
Okay.
So for folks that are above our cutoff, they pay our labor rate, which is, well, right now it's $70 an hour, which is substantially lower than anybody else's.
Okay.
Yeah, not that I'm trying to undercut anybody,
No,
but
no.
we're trying
Undercut them. No.
yeah, we're trying to provide a service for the folks that are financially
Yeah.
struggling. So
I'm sure they appreciate that.
well, and I have had several folks that want to bring their car to us so that we have the money to provide it for the other folks. So they're trying to support what we're doing by having us do the repairs.
Oh, well, I'm glad you said that because now I currently have a 2010 Honda Accord.
Okay.
Driving, all of a sudden, no longer driving. And it stops in the middle of the road for me.
Ooh,
I'm thinking
that's not good.
it's a belt because it don't even turn on anymore. Ying, 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 ying. Now, I know you've been described all kind of sounds and noises with cars
right,
and
right,
everything,
right.
but I'm thinking about bringing my car to you so you can fix it. And
That'd
if
be
I got to
awesome.
pay at cost, because I don't think I'm going to meet the criteria for the lower end of the spectrum, but pay so that we can help someone else get their car
Yeah, that's
paid
fantastic. I like doing that. One issue that I have had doing that is we've been so busy with what we call them the Working Class Hero program is, because the working
for. What's
class
that?
folks, they're the ones that we do the work for free.
Oh, okay.
Is our working class heroes. They're the
Okay.
ones that are out there every day going to work, making an honest living, raising a family, doing what we're all supposed to be doing. So that's our working class hero program. So I've been so busy with them, I've actually been turning away some of the paid work. We'd love to do your car, but
I was gonna say,
no,
hello,
we'll be happy to
Harrisburg.
fit you in. We'll be happy to
No,
fit
I'm
you
just-
in. And right now, because of the way our operations are, we spend a lot more time working on a car than we should. again, because we're in the
okay.
residential garage. Once we get into a commercial, just getting into a commercial garage, we should be able to increase our efficiency by about 50%. So at that point, we can handle more customers.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of. I guess I don't even know where any garages are because I don't need my car repaired.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, for the most part, I take my car to the dealership. I know people say, "Why would you do that?" Listen, because that's their car. They built it.
Well,
you
that's
know.
true. That's true. The
So-
other thing that you get at the dealership is they only use OE parts, only use original equipment parts.
Okay.
Now, the bad thing about that is the original equipment parts are much more expensive, and the labor rate at the dealers is much more expensive. So if you go to a non-dealer garage, you're going to pay aftermarket parts at a lower rate. Not that they're bad. It's just you know,
Right,
two
right.
different approaches to the problem.
Okay. Well, I learned something today. That's good to know. So now, you call them heroes, and you call them heroes because.
Well, like I said, they're the ones that are out there working hard, trying to make an honest living. And it's actually a quote from a John Lennon song, Working Class Heroes, that really extols how hard it is to be an everyday, honest Joe out there making it, or Jane out there making a living.
Well,
So that's why we called the program that.
okay, because I'm thinking the people who's actually doing the work on the cars are the heroes.
No, we're just there to support the folks. It's difficult now. I mean, it's tough if you don't have a decent paying job. It's
Yeah.
tough to make your bills, you
Yeah.
know. And the people that I've come across in doing this are definitely the heroes of this program. I've been amazed at the amount of good that they're doing with the work we're doing. So, you know, we
Okay.
fix their car, and I have several of our customers that work at food banks to give out food. Couple of our customers do Meals on Wheels. So the
Okay.
car that we fixed up is now delivering food to other people.
Okay.
I did a van for a lady the other day in Harrisburg. She takes 6 kids to school every day. They're not her kids. They're not her relatives. They're neighborhood kids whose parents are working.
Okay.
So she drives them to school every morning and picks them up in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Her heat was out, and she was worried the kids were going to be cold. So we got her heat fixed up back for her.
wow.
So yeah, no, they're the heroes definitely. It's
Okay.
not us
Okay, I
because it's
stand
not
corrected. How about heroes helping heroes?
heroes helping heroes. We could do that.
So how do people get in touch with you? Is it just word of mouth?
We're doing a lot of word of mouth. There's a lot of buzz on the social media, which I'm just learning about, getting into this stuff. So there's a couple Facebook pages out there that kind of have our name and are
Okay.
passing it around, which is good. But really, the growth that we're looking for is through the churches, through the social services organizations. They're the people that we're really trying to help.
So are you trying to recruit any more mechanics?
We are,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, once we have regular hours, we're going to be bringing in more
Okay.
mechanics.
So how long do you think it's going to take for you to find a garage?
Well, it turned out to be a little harder than I thought. So we were looking for somebody that might have a property, a disused property that they would be willing to maybe donate or give us
Okay.
low rent on, but
Yeah.
that hasn't worked out. So we're looking at commercial properties now.
Okay.
And there are several in the area. So we're
okay.
just really getting into our hunt at this point.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that we can help you with? I mean, what would you like for us to do?
Getting the word out is fantastic.
Okay.
The more people that we can help, the better off we're going to be. That all helps with writing the grants, as you well know. Your statistics and everything really help to get that money. So we had a good round of grants this year, our first year, and we've heard back from some of them that they are interested in helping us again next year.
Oh,
So
good.
we should be able to get into a higher level there, and we're getting into some bigger grants as well. So yeah, what you're doing here with this is fantastic for us. Thank you.
Yeah, this is great. I was very curious about, because I've never heard of this. I'm like, they fix cars? Wow. For free? Wow. That's even better.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure the community appreciates that because you're right. Times are tough. Money's low. But my friend always says, she has more month than money. You know,
Yeah,
so
right.
so this is great that you guys are in existence and helping people out. That's really good.
Thank you.
So the next thing is getting you some funding. I'm going to share with you some of my friends named Juanita Grant is a wonderful person who writes grants for everyone, and she can teach you how to write grants
That's
as well.
fantastic.
It's either or. You can pay her to write it, or she can teach you how to write it.
Great.
And she has access to all these. I'm just going to say she's the person you want to talk to.
Sounds like it.
We call her the foundation guru.
Good.
So I'm going to introduce you to her and get you on that side of the fundraising and the grant writing aspect, so that you can continue with the good karma.
Yeah, very good.
So now, where are you located?
Our garage right now is at the north end of Harrisburg. We're very close to Division Street.
Front Division?
Yeah, we're very close
Front.
to that. And it's it's a residential garage, so we don't have a
okay.
storefront. We don't have a sign out front or
Okay.
anything like that.
Okay. And do you operate, I know by appointment,
By
but
appointment.
usually what time are the appointments?
It all depends on my work schedule. So I'm working full time and doing this on the side. So my company is good enough that they give me a day or so off a week, as long
Okay.
as I could fit it into my schedule. So I
Okay.
try to take one day a week that I'm off down in the garage.
Okay.
Weekends, I'm usually there all day on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
That's a good time for me to get some work done.
Oh. And it's just you?
My son helps as well.
Oh, good karma, good son, good family.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so you got a website, you said?
GoodKarmaGarage.com.
Okay, and do we have a telephone number?
717-329-7196.
Okay, well, sounds like some good karma to me. Thank you, Harrisburg, for tuning in, and you continue having a super fantastic day with some good